A large blast that's been reported south of the capital, Baghdad, at this time. A military base used by the paramilitary group, the Popular Mobilisation Forces, has reportedly been hit. This is a very powerful military force that operates inside Iraq and has done for many years.
According to an Interior Ministry source and a military official, the explosion hit the Kalso base, where former pro-Iranian paramilitary group Hashid al-Shab is stationed. Now, the group is now integrated into the regular Iranian army.
In the last few minutes, we've heard more details from the Popular Mobilization Forces, who alleged that it was essentially U.S. aircraft which targeted the headquarters of the 7th River Brigade at the Kalsu military base. This is, as you mentioned, between Baghdad and Babylon, so south of Baghdad, north of Babylon. The initial toll that the Popular Mobilization Force source is confirming to us is at least one person who's been wounded from the brigade, which was stationed there. This is a heavy mechanical brigade, which includes tanks and armored personnel carriers. At the Kalsu camp, it is the Popular Mobilization Forces in whole, and then some parts of this base also forces belonging to other members of this militia, including the Badr Brigade. We've also heard from security forces which say that there are multiple casualties that they fear because there's a large fire that is burning at the base and there are firefighters there trying to put it out. But there are also reports of other aircraft flying in the area, including Baghdad and other localities around Baghdad. Let me walk you back through the last 24 hours. That about 24 hours ago, we woke up again to these news of explosions that were heard in Iraq and then later denied. There were denials from the Iraqi security forces that there have been any bases or places which have been attacked in this alleged Israeli attack. But then there are some images of projectiles which have landed in parts of Iraq, which some sources claim that they were Israeli missiles or rockets or part of fuselages of some missiles. But that just gives you a sense of tenterhooks that this country has been on ever since that Iranian retaliation for the Israeli attack in Syria. And then people have been waiting with a bated breath on what's going to happen. So now there seems to be some sort of incident. We don't know exactly who is involved. Obviously, the Popular Mobilization Forces pointing their fingers towards the United States. But again, we'll wait for confirmation from Iraqi security forces themselves. And as you mentioned, the Popular Mobilization Forces have been key to defeating ISIL in the last decade or so, where they were formulated and then later merged into the sphere of Iraqi security, where they fall under the Prime Minister's office. And many of their fighters have joined the regular security forces as well. But this is a very powerful group which not just yields political power with clear alignments to Iran, but also physical muscle, because it has trained fighters, it has the equipment, and it has been crucial in the fight against ISIL. It is battle-hardened as well, and it's seen, according to Iraqis and Iraqi forces, a crucial part of the Iraqi security sphere. But many Western analysts and Western governments see it as part of Iran's growing influence inside Iraq and a problematic force.
According to officials, the attack had killed one person and wounded 8 others. There has been no claim of responsibility for the attack. The US military command has come out and clarified that its forces were not behind the reported strike.